What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Right now we are currently headed down the road because I got to go show y'all something. Right across this bridge is something very exciting I'd like to show y'all. Right here. So y'all probably already noticed something new right off the bat. First thing new is, hold on, let me shut this thing off. So the first thing is, I got a new truck. This is a Chevy 3500, and I'm gonna tell you what happened to the Ford F350. As you know, people in this town, they drive pretty recklessly, so I got into a little accident with somebody. The truck ran off the road, it hit one of the bridges up yonder, and they got totaled. So I just went ahead and bought a new truck. There ain't many Ford dealerships around here, so I just, let me get out the way for this idiot. But there ain't many Ford dealerships around here in this area, so I decided to go with the Chevy. As y'all know, I'm not a big Chevy fan, but I decided to give it a try. But basically, if y'all look at my money, y'all probably notice something different. So first thing is, I bought 2 fields. So this is one of the fields that I bought, and then it's not this field right here, but there's a field, if y'all see kind of that little yellow outline, that's another field that I bought. And I bought this from a dude. So this dude, all these fields right here in this little section, this is all this dude's land. Now this field and that little field that used to have wheat in it before it got harvested, those are the 2 fields that I bought. And then the farmer still has 2 other fields. He's got 1 field right here and then 1 field back there in that corner. But those fields still have crops in them. He's wanting to kind of just retire from the business and all that. So he's, he's getting old. He wants to retire. So he's still got 2 fields left. He said once he harvested crops in these fields, he'd probably put them for sale, and he'd let me know since I'm interested in buying it. But that's not the only thing that I bought. Let me get in the truck here and head back to the farm. That's not the only thing I bought. The field was one of the things that I bought, but that's not the only thing. I got some more exciting news to show y'all what I bought. Try not to total this thing. This is a brand new truck. Just bought it as of yesterday. So this is brand new. 2025 model, by the way. Like I said, it's brand new. And let me shut this off. I'll just park it right there. Hop up in the 8R280 because we gotta head down to the shop, because I'm about to show y'all the second thing that I bought. So we bought them 2 fields, and let me just go ahead and tell y'all, I bought us a Landoll disc. And the reason I bought that disc is because one of my fields, it originally had wheat in it, but the farmer that sold me those 2 fields, he obviously harvested the wheat and all that and sold it. So that field is just sitting out there with I guess you could call it wheat stubbles, I think, or something. So that field is just sitting out there with wheat stubbles in it. So I need to get them disc up. It's currently December, so this is kind of like a winter tillage thing. I don't think I've ever done winter tillage at all in my life, so yeah, I mean, this is the first farm I've owned, but I've lived on the farm in the past with my papa and dad and all that. So yeah, this is the first time I've done winter tillage all by myself. But basically, I'm gonna head to the shop, get this disc picked up, and I'll catch y'all once. Well, let me make sure there's no one coming. Don't want to total this thing, but like I said, I am going to head down to the shop, collect this disc, and I will catch y'all once I got that disc hooked up and we're down at that field getting ready to disc it up. Alrighty, y'all, I am down here at this other field that I was talking about. So here's the rig. We got the John Deere 8R280 duals on it, and then here's a Landoll disc that I bought. In case y'all wondering, bought this thing for $80,000, so this was quite an expensive disc. I want to say I forgot. I know I just bought this thing yesterday with the truck as well, and I I done forgot, but I want to say it's 30 feet. I'm probably wrong, but I want to say it's 30 feet. I think the guy told me 30 feet. But see if I can try and unfold this thing. Let's see here. In case you're wondering, yes, I did watch a bunch of YouTube tutorials on how to do this. Alright, so it should be... Yep, alright, looks like I remember that. Okay, and then the tutorial said, okay, let me actually pull up here. So yeah, I'm not quite sure, but if I'm correct, I think this is a 30-foot disc. So it is, it's a pretty big disc. It is, sure is one big disc. And then, let's see, didn't I say that button? Yeah, that should be the button. Yeah, there we go. We are discing. Let's get off the grass some. But there we go, we are discing. This thing discs pretty neat. Alright, so, this field right here and that field that has some other sort of crop in it, those are the other two fields I was talking about that the farmer is wanting to sell. Like I said, he's still got crops in them and all that, so he said once he once he harvests the crops and gets them sold and all that, he'll sell the land. And he also said he'd let me know whenever the land's for sale, since I'm interested. But this is a neat little field. It's right next to a small little creek. You know, it's pretty neat. And then I believe the river that goes to the town is right here as well. So it's a beautiful, decent sized field, you know, right next to the water and all that. So it's pretty neat field. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this in-row done and get a couple more passes done. I'm just gonna kind of see how the 8R performs by pulling this Landoll disc, and I'm just gonna see how the disc does and all that. Try not to break anything, hopefully. Don't see any rocks or anything that can break this thing, but I'm just gonna do this, just finish up this in-row, then probably do a couple normal back and forth passes and rows and all that, and just kind of see how the 8R pulls this thing. Right now it's pulling pretty smooth. Don't notice any problems or anything, so right now it's running pretty smooth. But like I said, I'm just gonna test it some more, and I'll catch back to y'all once I'm done with this in-row and I've tested the 8R out some more. Well guys, we've tested this disc out some more. As you can see, I've already almost knocked this whole field out. I mean, 30 foot. We get this field done in just a couple minutes. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 20-25 minutes we'll have this whole field knocked out. I mean, 30 foot. I mean, look at all this work we've already done to this field. I mean, 30 foot is just ripping through this thing like it's easy. And the disc, it leaves such, you can't even tell a crop was even in this field. The disc, it just tears everything to pieces. I absolutely love this disc. The disc and the 8R is by far the two things I 100% do not regret buying. I mean, this thing is just tearing through it. Just tearing through it. Once I'm done with this field, I'll go disc up that other field. Now, that other field has already been, I think, like cultivated or something. The farmer that sold it to me, he cultivated it. But I'm just gonna disc it just to kind of smoothen it out some more, break up any dirt chunks, because cultivating, it's pretty good for the most part, but I mean, cultivators, they still leave quite a bit of residue behind. So I'm just gonna go through it with the disc it up, just make sure everything's all right, break all the dirt clumps and all that up, you know, just smoothing it out. And also, cultivator leaves like a different, it makes the soil look different. So this is what the soil looks like when it's disc, but the cultivator just kind of makes it just flat. So I'm just gonna disc it up, like I said, just break them dirt chunks up. If there's any rocks, hopefully disc them under if I can, or anything like that. But I'm gonna continue discing here, and I'm gonna finish up this field, then we'll probably head over to the next field and get that disc up, and then we can call it a day. So I'm gonna finish up on this field here, and I'll catch y'all once we're headed to the next field. Well guys, we're done with that other field, and we're over here at our second field that we own. Like I said, I'm just gonna disc this, Because if you, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the disc, whenever we disc the ground, it leaves like a different, the soil is like different. It like disc the soil up. You can see the lines from the disc and all that. This was most likely cultivated, and it just doesn't look all that neat. I mean, it's pretty smooth for the most part, but I do see quite a few rocks and dirt chunks in here, so we're just gonna disc it just to, we're just gonna disc it just to be on the safe side. Because come planting season, whenever I buy a planter, I don't wanna, I don't wanna have a rock get up in the planter and break something. So I'm just gonna disc this to be on the safe side. We got that field disced up. Really am waiting for that farmer to come over here and harvest this. I'm not sure what crop he's got planted. This farmer, he doesn't do like corn and beans. He does some sort of like, he does like specialty crops. So like, I'm not too sure what he grows, to be honest with you, but he doesn't, he told me he don't grow like corn and beans like the normal American farmer. He grows specialty crops, so I guess that would be like spinach or something and all that. So he doesn't grow corn and beans, he grows specialty crops. So I guess that's a little interesting fact about him. I mean, I don't find it all that interesting, but I guess that is pretty cool to see somebody else in town who's not just doing the average corn and beans. But yeah, 8R pulls this disc perfect. Not a single issue with this thing. It's not underkill for this disc, and it's not completely overkill. I mean, some could argue that this is slightly overkill for this disc, but I mean, I don't really care. We can get discing going right at about 10-11 mile an hour, so yeah, it's definitely more faster discing. But anyways, y'all, hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna keep on discing this land up, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but I need to get this field disc fast because it's starting to snow a little bit. I kind of forgot that there was supposed to be snow in the forecast for the rest of this week, so gotta hurry up and get this disc up before snow comes in. So hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I will catch y'all in the next one.